Hi guys, my name is Soleil and welcome to my new video. Today I'm going to react to episode 2 of season 1 of Hannibal. I really loved the first episode, so I'm so excited to watch the second. In the last episode, I ranked all the characters with Harry Potter terminology, of course. The hours, so the characters that actually I like and that I think that are well made for me are Will, Hannibal, and Alana for now. The Magos, so the character that I didn't see so much, so I'm not sure where to put them, are Abigail and Beverly. And then the only Death Eater that is Jack. I didn't like his character really much. I think he is not honest with himself. He says that he can protect Will, but I don't think he can. And also, he puts the FBI needs first, even if he knows that what he's doing with Will it's not good for Will mental health. But okay. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and remember that if you want the early access to my Hannibal reaction, you can have it on Patreon. You can choose either the tier with only Hannibal reaction or the one with all my content. Also, don't forget to check out my social media. So if you want, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. I don't use TikTok often, and on Instagram and Twitter I write in Italian, but if you follow me here, I can start writing in English. I mean, he didn't even recover from the last time, and you are putting him in another crime scene. You understand why I don't like Jack?
Or what if Hobbs wasn't eating alone? Who also happened to be someone he hunted with? Hobbs spent a lot of time here. Spent a lot of time with his daughter here. She would make the ideal bait, wouldn't she?
Hobbs killed alone. He's already got one admirer. A copycat.
I don't think he is an admirer. I think he just enjoy to intervene.
I didn't want you to be ambushed.
This is an ambush?
Ambush is later. Immediately later. Soon to now. When Jack arrives, consider yourself ambushed.
Where's Jack?
And they've okayed active return to the field.
Question is, do you want to go back to the field?
I want him back in the field.
That's not your choice.
Starting now?
The session wouldn't be with me.
Hannibal Lecter's a better fit. Your relationship's not personal.
Wait, so psych eval isn't a formality?
No, it's so I can get some sleep at night. I asked you to get close to the Hobbs thing. I need to know you didn't get too close.
Therapy doesn't work on me.
You sure, Will?
Therapy doesn't work on you because you won't let it.
And because I know all the tricks.
Well, perhaps you need to unlearn some tricks.
Okay, that conversation was good. Yeah, but Jack said you have to go on therapy because I can sleep at the night. I think again that Jack is sleeping so well at night. That's why I don't like him. He only thinks about everything else than Will
Come on,
Saint.
Will. I need my beauty sleep.
What's that?
Your psychological evaluation. You're totally functional and more or less sane. Well done.
Did you just rubber stamp me?
Yes. Jack Crawford may lay his weary head to rest knowing he didn't break you, and our conversation can proceed unobstructed by paperwork.
Jack thinks I need therapy.
What you need is a way out of dark places when Jack sends you there.
Last time he sent me into a dark place, I brought something back.
A surrogate daughter? You saved Abigail Hobbs's life, you also orphaned her. It comes with certain emotional obligations, regardless of empathy disorders.
Well, you were there, you saved her life too. Do you feel obligated?
Yes. I feel a staggering amount of obligation. I feel responsibility.
Jack thinks Abigail Hobbs helped her dad kill those girls.
How does that make you feel?
How does it make you feel?
I find it vulgar.
Me too.
And entirely possible.
It's not what happened.
Jack will ask her when she wakes up. Or he'll have one of us ask her.
Is this therapy or a support group?
It's whatever you need it to be. And well, the mirrors in your mind can reflect the best of yourself, not the worst of someone else.
What is that?
I bet it's marijuana.
That's not marijuana.
You think?
I told him you wouldn't think it was funny.
Probably not.
I suggested one of those clacking, swinging bull things.
That would have been funny.
Okay, but she is trying. Okay, in the last episode I didn't like Beverly so much, but now I see that she's actually trying to be friends with him.
Therapy might work on you after all.
Therapy is an acquired taste, which I have yet to acquire, but it served your purpose. I'm back in the field.
Local police found some tire tracks on it.
You see, in the moment that Jack achieved his goal, he stopped caring about how Will was doing.
You're a local police detective?
Yes, ma'am.
Would it be in a position to ask a few things? The boys are gonna have questions, and I just want to be as honest as that. Tell me what that man is doing over there by himself.
He's some kind of special consultant, works for the FBI.
Huh.
I do not bind his arms or legs as I bury him in a shallow grave. He's alive, but he will never be conscious again. He won't know that he's dying. I don't need him to. This is my design. Hobbs.
An association?
No, hallucination. I saw him lying there in someone else's grave.
No, but they changing. Before there was Hannibal, and then there was Will that kept his instance being on the next floor. After their conversation, Will is standing actually in front of Hannibal. So maybe he's reducing this distance. Maybe that's actually a metaphor for the fact that that actually he liked the last session, and he is starting to accept what Hannibal is meant to do to him. So the therapy and all of that.
It's stress, not worth reporting. You displaced the victim of another killer's crime with what could arguably be considered your victim.
I don't consider Hobbs my victim.
What do you consider him?
Dead.
This is not funny.
Who else feels killing, now that you've done it yourself? Why did he leave them exposed? To hold their hands? To feel the life leaving their bodies?
Yeah, no, it's too esoteric for someone who took the time to bury his victims in a straight line. He's more practical.
Is no, okay. I'm looking too much on their body language. Like as I said, it's a step forward that Will is standing in front of him and not in the next floor. But at the same time, when Hannibal approaches him and wants to get more close physically with Will actually feel uncomfortable, and he starts to walk around. But okay.
But your farmer let his crops die, save for the one that didn't.
Well, and the one that didn't died on the way to the hospital. No, they weren't crops, they were the fertilizer. The bodies were covered in fungus.
The structure of a fungus mirrors that of the human brain, an intricate web of connections.
And now they are standing close, but there is like a chair between them. So, am I mad?
Admires their ability to connect the way human minds can't.
Yours can.
Yeah, not physically.
Is that what your farmer is looking for? Some sort of connection? Miss Kimball?
Yes.
Good evening. Please come in. May I ask why now?
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions first?
Of course not.
I love that you've written so much on social exclusion. Since that's why I'm here, I was wondering...
Are you Freddie Lounds?
I'm so embarrassed.
You are not.
Your bag. Please, hand it over. I'd rather not take it from you.
I was recording our conversation.
Our conversation, yours and mine. You were very persistent about your appointment time. How did you know when Will Graham would be here? Delete the conversation she recorded. Doctor-patient confidentiality works both ways. Delete it, please. You've been terribly rude, Miss Lounds. What's to be done about that? Loin?
No, I don't believe it. She's not dead. I mean, I see what they did right here. They let us doubt that he actually killed Freddie, but no. In the film, Freddie is a man who lasts a lot in the film, so I don't think she's already dead. I mean, she probably will be here again and again. Actually, about Freddie, I have to say that I like her. I think her character is not a character written to be liked from the audience. She is just written to be a solid character. She has a goal to achieve, and she will not stop in front of anything, even if it is morally wrong. So I like her because she is a solid. She seems to be a solid character, not because I condone what she is doing.
My wife and I both work, and as hard as I tried not to.
You have a... Jack has a wife? Poor girl.
You ever lost a pony, Jack?
If you're asking me whether or not I've ever lost someone in the field, the answer is yes.
Jack, this is the inconvenience part. I mean, if you want Hannibal to analyze Will, then you have to accept him analyze you too. Is this Alana?
Grandmother discussed better times. The old lady said that in her opinion, Europe was entirely to blame for the way things were now. She said...
What are you reading?
Flannery O'Connor. When I was Abigail's age, I was obsessed. I even tried to raise peacocks because she raised peacocks, but they are really stupid birds.
We've been alone in a room together, have we?
I haven't noticed, have we? Not that we're necessarily alone now.
Yeah, right.
You noticed that you told Jack that you were never alone with Will.
Actually, I was
Abigail Hobbs is a success for you.
She doesn't look like success. I don't feel sorry for myself at all. I feel good.
So he is scared because he feels good. That's what he is saying.
You stir the hornet's nest, and I'm the one who gets stung.
I can help you get work. Outside the force if you want me to. I know people in private security.
Not the first cop you got fired.
Guarantee you it pays better. Right now, future you is thanking me.
Tell me about Will Graham.
I didn't see that coming.
Where's Will Graham?
We have an eyewitness to the murder. We don't need Will Graham.
Well, that's not why I'm asking. He was talking about people having the same properties of a fungus.
Stamets?
Thoughts leaping from brain to brain. They mutate, they evolve.
Well, what does he want with Will Graham?
Someone who understands him.
Will, it's Jack. You at the hospital?
Yes, I am.
Stamets knows about Abigail.
I didn't feel a sprig of zest when I shot Eldon Stamets.
You didn't kill Elton Stamets.
I thought about it. I'm still not entirely sure that wasn't my intention, pulling the trigger.
If your intention was to kill him, it's because you understand why he did the things he did. It's beautiful in its own way. Giving voice to the unmentionable.
I should have stuck to fixing boat motors in Louisiana.
A boat engine is a machine, a predictable problem. Easy to solve. You fail, there's a paddle. Well, wash your paddle with Hobbs.
You're supposed to be my paddle.
I am. It wasn't the act of killing Hobbs that got you down, was it? Did you really feel so bad because killing him felt so good?
I liked killing Hobbs.
Killing must feel good to God, too. We're not created in his image.
It depends who you ask.
God's terrific. He dropped the church roof on 34 of his worshippers last Wednesday night in Texas while they sang a hymn.
Did God feel good about that?
He felt powerful.
This episode was amazing. Not as much as the first one. I think the first one was more strong, but you know, the first one was a 10 out of 10, and this is still a 9 out of 10. So yeah, I liked it. I liked the fact that there was more interaction between Hannibal and Will, and this time was consensual, because Will came back to Hannibal because he realized that maybe he realized first of all that he needed some help, and second of all he realized that Hannibal maybe it's actually that good to give him help. Yeah, I don't know if he will, because it's Hannibal, so I don't really understand his final goal with Will. Also, I'm starting to doubt that it will take a lot to Will to find out about Hannibal, because I'm putting myself in his place. The last episode I said that if Will was not in shock, he would have understand that Hannibal is a psycho, because he didn't even react in front of Abigail. Right now, I doubt what I said, because I think Will is empathizing in a way with Hannibal, but he is empathizing with the other side of Hannibal. He is empathizing with the smart Hannibal that wants actually to help him, and that is the same one who doesn't see him like a broken doll, a broken pony. for the fact that he is empathizing with this part of Hannibal, I think he is not able for now to empathize with his psycho part. So I think it will take a lot for him to understand that Hannibal is actually a serial killer. Will understand that Hannibal is a killer when Hannibal will want will to understand it. Their dynamic is so interesting. I think that I will need 2 more categories. I mean, right now I would put Freddie on the hours because she is like I said, a solid character, and I like the fact that she is a solid character. But she is not at the level for now with Will and Hannibal, of course not, but neither of at the same level of Alana. So I don't feel comfortable putting her with them. Maybe with Alana, but with Will and Hannibal, absolutely not. I think I will put the category like Dumbledore and Voldemort. You know, Dumbledore in Harry Potter is more powerful than the Hours, and Voldemort is more powerful than Death Eater. So I don't know how to write it though, because in Italian he is called Silente, not Dumbledore. So okay, Dumbledore and Voldy. So I will put Will and Hannibal on Dumbledore category and Alana and Freddie on Hours. Abigail and Beverly for now remains Magos. Jack remains a Death Eater. He is not Voldemort, but he is a Death Eater for now. So yeah. I hope you enjoyed my reaction, guys. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and check on my social media. I leave you the links in the description, and I will leave you also the links to my Patreon account. So if you want the early access to my Hannibal reaction, you can have it. Okay, guys, see you in the next episode. Bye.